Good evening, everybody, and welcome to A World Awakening. So happy to be here. I'm Deb DeRousse, joined by Lyn and Jeff Bowling. So happy they're with us. And tonight, we have the honor of holding space for our beloved Andrea Perron as she takes time away for her own healing and to heal. Andrea spent years pouring her heart, her wisdom, her courage into all of us and into this community. She's filled so many of us, inspired us and helped us along in our journey. So tonight and the following weeks is all about us giving back to her, right, Lyn? What a blessing. What a blessing to be able to help her, because she has done so much for all of us. You know, Andrea could call me right now and she knows it and say, "Hey, Deb, I need a finger."
Yeah.
Cut one off and, you know,
No, she hasn't asked me. No, I'm kidding.
I would probably do it because, you know, she really, I mean, honestly, you guys know her as well as I do. Yep. She gives so freely. And, you know, I always tease her because everybody's her best friend. And the beauty is she sincerely means it.
She does.
Everybody is her best friend because Andrea doesn't know how to love a little.
Yeah.
She loves with her whole heart.
Yep.
Always. So
that's for sure.
Yeah. So Andrea, if you're listening tonight, this one's for you, honey.
Yes. Completely.
Yeah. And for everyone joining us,
here for
thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Everybody, thank you. You know I don't like to be on camera, so.
But for Annie, you'll do it.
Here I am. I'm doing it.
Here's Lenny's finger.
She always does a great job when she's on camera too. You know, she worries about it and all that, and she always does a great job. And
she does.
So
I'm blessed to have been on with Lenny before too.
Yeah.
It's always a good time. She always does great. You know, there's never a doubt in my mind that she's got this.
I do.
The doubts in your mind.
I know. I like a half hour ago when I was still kind of having some doubts, I go, "God damn it, I'm Lenny. What's wrong with me?"
There you go.
I'm Lenny. I can do this. I just it was just a day, you know. It was just it was just today, you know. I everything was a struggle. Nothing was coming easy or naturally. So it was just one of those days where you just start off wrong. It just kind of follows from there.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just so I'm a real in the moment person.
Yeah.
You know, because I have to be.
Yeah, you do.
You know, I've spent 50 years raising kids. I can't even tell you how many fosters I've had. Today, I had 3 separate doctor appointments with kids, along with everything else that I
right.
So if I don't stay in the moment, I would be more insane than I already am.
It's just hard because this doesn't come naturally to me. So I have to, you know, go through everything in my head. If it's just helping Andrea, it's different because my face isn't out there. Right. I can, you know, do my thing and not worry about what I am saying or how I look or anything like that. And but I'm fine. I'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Well, look at this. I'm on one side. Jeff's on the other side.
Yes. See, look at that.
Works out well, doesn't it?
It does.
Always in the middle.
Yeah. So you guys have quite the history with Amy.
Yeah.
And I personally, you know, you're saying this also for Andrea and to Andrea.
Yes, I am.
I personally would love to hear the story of how did you meet?
Okay.
When did you meet? And there's going to be lots more too. So.
Okay. I've always been involved in the paranormal. So it wasn't Andrea. That had nothing to do with Andrea. I don't know that I have gifts, but I've always had something, and I've always been touched by paranormal or supernatural. So always interested in it. I was a big Paranormal State fan. Thank you, Karen. UBU, I mean. Paranormal State, that was my jam. It seemed like we all kind of like had Paranormal State or Ghost Hunters or, back in the back day. So I follow Noreen Sampovich. She has Paranormal Zone TV. She lives out in San Francisco. She used to have, years ago, a partner on her podcast named Donna. They had Andrea on for her very first interview. And I was part of the chat, like you all are right now in this chat. That's where I was at, talking with my friends. And here's Andrea. I'm like, oh, cool. Somebody I don't know anything about. So this should be interesting. By the time she had talked for 10 or 15 minutes, I was getting a very, very clear message. You're supposed to help her. I had no clue what that meant. None. I'm like, all right, that was weird. And I just kept having this feeling of, you're supposed to help her. She's got work to do. You're supposed to help her. So I started, looking her up, seeing everything. And she and George had A World Awakening, the OG. And so there was like a group of about 5 to 7 of us. And then after A World Awakening would be over, we had a breakout room called the Love Shack. Andrew named it.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. And then we just chat. So we just it just started because there's like about 7 of us in this chat. And it just evolved from there.
Yeah.
God, I don't even remember anymore. It's been so long. I mean, you're talking, I saw that interview like 12 years ago because my mom was dying at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was actually a blessing for me because I lost my mom. And I just kind of started helping Andrea. I didn't do events like right away. We used to do these things, these events at O'Mara's. And Bill, if you want to put up the first picture for a minute or for a second. This is the first picture of Andrea and I together. So this is probably, we've already had a relationship for at least 2 years before we get to see each other in person. I knew as soon as she pulled into the parking lot, I could feel her. It was weird. I looked at Jeff. I go, she's here. And he's like,
yep.
I go, she's here. I can feel her. She's here. And so I got up and I started walking, and then she comes in. And then as soon as we saw each other, you know what happened. And it's kind of been that way ever since.
Right. So in many ways, from the get-go, she was healing you.
Yes, she was.
Because of the loss of your mom. So, her love filled that heart space.
Yes, it did. It sure did, because that picture, me going to O'Mara's that day, was the first time I'd left the house in months.
And it's progressively gotten better ever since.
Yeah.
And stuff. So it has been a big thing because I know she had been talking with Andrea on the computer and different things, and doing things on the her website and different things before we went to that meeting at O'Mara's. And then after that, we did a couple more O'Mara's, and then we started going to the events with her, picking her up at the airport and stuff like that.
That's great.
Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta reset.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, we used to do these events at Amara's, her and John Tenney.
Yeah.
And we would do like in 2019, I believe we did it. We had 9 events that summer, and half of them were Amara's. So, I mean, that we attended. Andrea had more, but I mean, 2019, man, going into COVID, we were golden. We had, man, that 2020 year was going to be so great.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
Well, quite a few of her events in 2019 were in Michigan.
Yes, they were.
And it was, it always got set up that there would be an O'Mara's event if Andrea was in Michigan. So we just kept bringing her back.
Yeah, we did. Andrea has her friend Cass that lives in Ann Arbor, and so I actually met Cass that first night too at Amara's because she drove Andrea. So that was when I met Cass. I'm sorry, somebody asked me a question or something. I'm blanking on where to go.
So
so
Cass is a dear friend too, and somebody who
Cass,
reach out to.
I love Cass. Yes, I'm gonna talk with Cass. Maybe we'll get her on here and we'll get some college stories of Andrea.
Oh boy, yeah,
they're friends from college, so long time.
That would be fun.
So yeah, I just kind of jumped in. At first, Jeff was not. This is kind of funny. The first year, like 2018, Lindsay was helping me. And then Lindsay got a life. Whatever.
What is wrong with her?
And so Jeff started going, and it worked. This just worked. And so Jeff just drives Andrea and I around. We go to the airport, we get her, and drive her around.
Yeah.
If Bill puts up picture 2, let's see if Deb recognizes this.
Oh yeah, that's at the lakeside. You were full contact.
You took that picture.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. You were up on the balcony. You go, look up here.
Well, and it was so beautiful with that background, and you and Andrea kind of in that mist.
Yep.
And,
that's my favorite.
So magical.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. That's my favorite picture of Andrea and I, or at least probably one of the top 3. I love that picture. Yes, Houghton Lake, the lakeside, very, very special place for all of us. I think that's either the second or the third year. I know it's at the first because Jeff didn't go the first 2. I don't know. Anyway.
No, I think I went the second year.
Did you? Okay.
I think you did.
Yeah.
I only remember one year.
Yeah.
Jeff didn't come.
That first
and then
year.
There was a year that Jeff came and Lenny didn't come.
Well, I came like the day after because I had COVID.
Yeah.
That was that was the first time I had COVID, and man, that knocked me. I still I was just at the doctor, and he thinks I'm still suffering from long COVID.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a lot. Speaking of Cass, if Bill puts up picture 3 and then 4, I have committed crime for Andrea Perron.
This
was me.
Be a good story.
Yeah. Andrea took these pictures. We drive all the way from where was that? The Sioux?
I don't know if it was the Sioux or it was Flint. One of the two.
I don't know. Oh no, it was Petoskey. The last year that we did Petoskey. Little Traverse Paracon,
Little Traverse Bay.
Yeah.
Little Traverse Parafest.
Yeah. Right. So Cass was up there with us, made us drive Andrea back to her house. I have no idea why. But anyway, Andrea had no key to the house. Cass is not there. We don't know where Cass is.
Oh, no.
And luckily, we found an open window. And so I broke in. Otherwise, we would have been sitting there a very long time.
Well, it's a good thing Cass is so sweet because you never know what could have happened there.
I know.
Yep.
Yeah, that was about 5 years ago, I think.
Yeah, at least.
That was 2019, I think.
Okay, yeah, pre-COVID. Yeah, I don't think she has.
It was pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
It might have been the 2018, but it was either 2018 or 2019. I've gone to so many years in a row now. It's hard. Some of it's hard to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's so many events because why? Because everybody loves Andrea.
Yeah.
And we need her at all of these events.
Yes.
And for whatever reason, people in Michigan have really, really, really embraced her from the very get-go.
Yeah, she feels very at home here.
Yeah, it all started with her coming to, Tim and Brad invited her to speak at Michigan Paracon. Oh, I'm trying to think of what year that was, 2013, 14?
Yeah, it was like
15, 14. Yeah, that's when I first met her. I mean, we had a friendship before that. But yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know when you guys met. So.
Yeah. We actually met online on somebody else's podcast. I believe it was 2012.
Oh, okay.
And it was funny because somehow we got talking and she was getting ready. They were getting ready to start a World Awakening.
Oh, okay.
And I was getting ready to start Mystical Awakenings.
Mystical Awakenings. That's right.
And we were actually starting the same week. Two brand new shows, both about awakening. So we hit it off from the get-go. But yeah, that's how I remember it was the start of our shows. And she was, I believe, my very first guest because of that. And I was one of her first guests. I don't remember if I was very first or not, but
I don't remember those shows anymore.
I know.
Long time ago when it was at night.
And they were Blog Talk.
Yeah, they were. Oh my God, Blog Talk was. Ugh.
Yeah,
I don't miss.
Yeah, it was. I don't miss it. Yeah, there was no video; it was all audio. Yeah,
I hated it, but whatever. But we had a very lively chat on that show. I mean, we were. Yeah, we had a good chat room in there. And see, and Andrea used to be in the chat sometimes. Because she could do that because her and George would have a guest or whatever, and so she'd jump into the chat. She can't do that now and do the show. It's hard. It's hard.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can't do it for my shows either. It's totally different. Plus, now we have video, so people can see. We can't sit here and type while we're on the air.
Although I do. I have to.
I try not to do that.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Andrea was very active on her show.
We were all a lot younger too.
Yeah. And we were always offering George some bacon.
Yeah. George.
Bacon seemed to come up in every show.
George Lopez.
Yes.
I'm surprised he and Andrea didn't kill each other right in that book.
Well, I think it came close.
Yeah, I think they did. And I think if they'd been in proximity of each other, they might have. A lot of it was done over Zoom.
Yeah. That was some fun times.
We had good times.
Yeah.
Let's see I don't remember what number 5 was, but we can put that up. Okay. This is Midwest, or not Midwest. This is Mid-Michigan. in the last year we were in Flint.
Yeah.
We are dancing to Jamila singing Sunday Morning by Maroon 5. That was a lot of fun. That night was so much fun. It's Chris Carpenter's fault that I got drunk. Excuse me, I can't, Dragowski. Sorry, I don't know how to say her name, Dragowski. But we had fun. We played games, we danced. That was just a really, really good night. And that was like the last time I saw Andrea before COVID.
Yeah.
That was the last time. That was the last time I spent with her, and then I didn't see her for 2 years. That was tough.
Wow, was it 2 years?
2 years. I did not see Andrea again until the Sioux in 2021.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
And that was the first year I went to the Sioux.
Okay.
That was my first year there. And that was the first time I saw her after COVID.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it had been a long couple of years.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we had a real
COVID did everybody in.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to ask Jeff because he's so quiet.
Well, I told him, let me, it's my fault because I said, let me talk first so that I can get my nervousness over. No.
Well, I feel the need to ask him.
Yeah.
When you hear the word Andrea Perron or that thought comes in your head, what is the first feeling you get? Or the first thought?
Larger than life.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Larger than life and loves everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely.
And, after meeting her, and then we started doing everything that we were doing with her and everything. It's just natural.
Yeah.
To been be natural around her and everything. And it's just, and meeting all the new people that we've gotten to meet and things. And it's just been a joy to do everything.
Yeah.
It has been. It has been. And I've always, do you feel like a purpose to it, or do you feel led to do it like I do, or are you just?
No, I feel a purpose because I look at it as, she goes to those events and she needs to, and I don't know if I'm going to say this the right way or not.
No, don't worry about that.
But she needs to socialize. Okay. And what I can give her is taking care of, as they say, the table. And making sure that everything is taken care of at the table. And when she comes back, she just can sign the books and talk to people. And then when she gets up to go again, I just take care of the table again. And I enjoy it. I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy, seeing everybody, hearing everybody talk. Sometimes we're in the room where everybody's talking, and I enjoy listening to everything. And sometimes you're not, but then you get to meet all the people that are at their tables and selling things and doing things and all that kind of thing. And I've just enjoyed it.
I love that.
It's and it's kind of opened me up because she's been able to answer questions for things that have happened in my life. And so I have, opened up to some things that I kept hidden for a long time.
That is so good to hear. And I hope that we hear more about that.
Yeah.
He's done shows on it, so
yeah.
He might. Yeah.
Well, I want to personally thank both of you because when she's at Michigan UFO Contact and the other events, but of course I see it more at my own event. It's so beautiful to see people walk up and you know, you've seen these people throughout the event. They're walking around. Sometimes they look a little lost. They meet Andrea. They get those hugs and they glow.
They do.
So, you know, what you two do is you enable her to give. She's receiving at the same time. She gives out way more than she receives. We know that.
Exactly.
So and you're not only helping Andrea, you're helping everybody there.
Yeah, I figured I did get that message, and I actually got it at UFO Contact. It was the year that it was the 2019 year. And that's when I finally felt comfortable. I felt like people trusted me, because it was not easy when I started working with Andrea. People did not trust me. They didn't know who I was. Well, the people that knew me were okay, but you know, it took a little bit. But I don't know that there's anybody that's more protective of her than I am. And I don't say that in a bragging way, but I look after her just as much as my kids and Jeff.
Yep. We both do.
Yeah, we both do.
We keep her. Her best interest is our thing, and so.
But I got that message very clearly that year at UFO Contact. My stepdad had died that year, and I was quite a mess at Houghton Lake that year. And but I ended up at some point during that weekend, you're in the right place, you're doing the right thing, and you have to do this so that she can do what she's doing. And that's always kind of been the message that I got, but it really got sent home. I mean, a lot happened in 2019, like the Ghost Adventures episode that came out about the farmhouse. And we had the viewing party. I mean, we did so much stuff that year. It was a tough year, but it was really, really good. Yeah.
I do remember Andrea. Well, all of you, but Andrea saying, "I'm so busy. I don't know where I'm at anymore."
But it didn't at the time. I'm looking at it now going, holy crap, how did we do all that? But at the time, it was just, it was like the best year. That was probably the best year we'd had. We did so many events. They were awesome events. We just got stopped cold by COVID.
Right.
Yeah. And then 2021, it was our first year up at the zoo with Andrea. And then the next year, she had gone to Scotland. And if Bill puts up picture 6, okay, I have COVID in this picture, but don't know it yet.
Oh, geez.
This is 2022. When Andrea was in Scotland, we give each other rocks. And she picked all of those rocks up in Scotland, everywhere she went, and brought them home for me.
Is that her dad?
Oops. That's her dad. Yep. There's Roger in the background. Yep. So that was my box of rocks, and they're one of my prized possessions. Because some of them are from Scotland now. Yeah. So Jeff and Roger too. We just don't even say anything. We just walk up to each other and hand each other a rock or something. They're like, what are these weirdos doing? It's called pebbling. Penguins do it. Yes. Penguins give you rocks and pebbles when they love you to show their affection. Aww. So I pebble with rocks or memes, or if just anything that you send to anybody is technically pebbling. Because you're thinking of them, or something reminded you of them. Called pebbling. Yeah, so
that's pretty interesting. Well, rocks hold energy.
Yes,
and emotion. That's the other piece. So
that's another.
That makes total sense. And I have a metaphysical store, so I'm playing.
Yeah.
rocks all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. It's my happy.
Yes, I know. Yeah. But yeah, we just it's funny because we'll just hand each other a rock and people will be like, "What are they doing?" But it's just us. So I have a little collection of rocks.
Aww,
from
that's
Andrea.
a good thing.
Oh, it's a great thing. I love it.
Yeah.
I collected rocks when I was a child, so
And
so
you're
did she.
still doing it.
We're still doing it. Mm-hmm.
So you would definitely say that meeting Andrea, having her become such a part of your life, definitely altered your journey.
Oh, yes. Big time.
Okay.
I can't, I don't even know what I'd be doing right now.
I was going to ask, where do you think you would be had you not met her? But that's so hard to even imagine.
Yeah. I don't really know.
It is hard. It is hard, but Andrew is what, and I'm just going to say this, Andrew is what brought her out of where she was at. And she needed that. And it is, it's been such a joy to see the change.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree with you, Jeff. Lynn has blossomed.
Yeah.
From the first time I met you.
Mm-hmm.
What a difference. And, that's proof of what love does.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. And so do you think that you gained confidence through helping Andrea and working with her?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because I can't imagine going to those I would never have done that. And then like this year I have done stuff I never thought I would do. Like in April at the retreat, I never would have gotten up and talked in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Especially
so proud of you.
Thanks. Especially off the cuff. I have to work through it in order to do it. So yeah, I've gotten a lot better at that. It's still hard though. Because I'm working so hard on myself to stop the chaos as much as I can. So that can be tough to stay flexible. It makes it harder for me to be flexible, but I'm learning. I'm learning a lot. Yep, learned a lot.
You've come a long ways. A long ways.
Very long ways.
Yeah, a lot of it. I mean, I do give you credit too, Lyn, because you have been willing to push yourself beyond your comfort zone.
Yeah, I've really pushed this last year, especially. Yeah. But
with Andrea behind you, that's
exactly.
given you that strength and her belief in you.
Yes, she does believe in me. Yeah. I'm Lynny.
And, she just has a knack for doing that.
Yes, she does.
Without even trying. I mean, I don't think she even gives a thought to what she's saying, what she's doing, how she's loving, or the impact that she's having when she meets somebody. And, I've had people say, yeah, I met Andrea and she just didn't even see me in the crowd.
What? Didn't see
And I have to think there really has to be a reason for that, because Andrea
sees everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That has always thrown me. I've never had that experience with her.
Oh, let me tell you. Yeah, I've not. And here's the other thing. I don't get into like the celebrity part of it as much, but she's pretty accessible. I mean, everybody can get to me. And if they need Andrea for something. I mean, she's got she just is more accessible than some other people maybe that go to the larger paracons, but I try really hard to, if somebody needs something, to get it, do it, or find a way.
Right. Right.
But she's just become part of our family.
Oh,
Huge. I mean, you know, Lindsay. Actually, I think Bill has a picture of number 7. That's my favorite picture of Andrea and Lindsay. Yeah, that's at O'Mara's.
Mm-hmm.
That's at O'Mara's one year, or one of the times. There's, so yeah, but that first year, yeah, because the first year it was Lindsay and I went up to Houghton Lake.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how. Was Andrea by herself? Roger wasn't there, was he?
No,
Roger wasn't there that year.
No.
Mark were there. You
Oh,
were
right.
there.
Mark and Michelle were there.
Mark
That's
and
right.
Michelle were there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's right.
but,
Oh, that's why I should get a hold of Mark and Michelle. But yeah, I don't know. What else did I have on there?
Well, there's so many times and stories that that we've even talked about over the years with Avery.
Well,
that you know,
I've got,
there's no way we'll cover them all.
Oh no, I know.
Show, but she
what,
has definitely.
You want me to do any more pictures or not?
Sure.
Okay.
You've got stories.
We know. Yeah, I got stories. So the next picture, number 8, is one of Andrea's favorite stories, and she tells this to me all the time. I met her first. I saw her first. I kissed her first. First.
She was so excited. So excited.
I know. Yep. And then we dropped her off at the airport and went right back and picked up Maisie.
Yep. So we drove all the way down to the airport, put her on a plane, turned around, drove all the way back up to Frankenmuth, and then went home from Frankenmuth.
Maisie. Right,
yep.
Maisie? Maisie's like,
so tell the whole story on that, because some people don't know.
God.
Well, the story is we had another dog, and
Max.
He was 18 and a half years old, and he passed away, and we tried to not have another pet for a while just to, give us a break. Plus, we're missing him and everything. And, but it just drew that we needed that. And of course I work all day and Lyn's home all day and everything. And so I started looking for puppies, and I turned it into, it was going to be a surprise for Lyn. And
it was a surprise.
I took
it worked.
I had looked at hundreds of dogs and stuff, and
there's a lot of scams. A lot of scams
in the puppy world. A lot of scams in the puppy world, and all that kind of stuff. But then I called on Lyn's aunt, who is big into Briards, and asked her to help me with contacts. And she put me in contact with a lady, and I saw pictures and talked with her on the phone quite a bit and everything. And then we were headed up to your event, and I had Roger and Andrew with me.
That's when I passed out. I was packing. We were getting ready. I passed out because I was still so sick from after COVID.
Yeah, and she was sick, and I told her, I said, don't worry, I'll pick them up. I'll take them up and take care of it. And as soon as you think you can come up, you let me know, and I'll come get you and take you back up there. And it was, towards the end there. But,
because it was, I think it came up there Sunday night, right?
Yeah. So
that was the year that Andrea stayed until Monday, and you guys stayed until Monday.
Yep. So he came and got me Sunday. I got to spend a day with her.
Yep.
That was nice.
And we stopped, Andrew and Roger and I stopped at the place and met the dog and met all the other dogs and met the mother and all that kind of stuff. And so I made the choice and stuff. And then that night we went out to dinner with you guys, and Andrea, I asked Andrea to make sure she said something to Lyn about it more than letting me do it.
Right.
And but we had pictures of the puppy and things like that, and stuff. So it was really a surprise. And
it was
but
surprise.
and Maisie has definitely attached herself to Lyn and goes everywhere around the house and every place that Lyn goes and stuff. And
but she loves her Auntie Annie. It's nice because we get to bring her to Houghton Lake. And that's really nice to have her with us like that.
And she gets
she loves
Auntie Annie.
She
we
gets
all
to be
love her.
Yeah, she just loves it. She loves it.
Yeah. I was really surprised though that Andrea did not walk out of that house with a puppy for herself.
She wouldn't go in.
Oh.
She
smart.
wouldn't go in.
That's smart.
She never went inside. Roger went inside with me.
Okay. Yep. See, I never knew that part.
And Roger fell in love with all the animals because the cats.
He would.
They had a full size. They have a full size poodle that is a therapy dog, and they had a cat and some other ones in there along with all the puppies and the mama, and running around. And Roger was just. They were all over Roger. But Andrea, so I brought the puppy out to the car for Andrea to meet the puppy. And she never went in with us, but I took the puppy out to her and she met her and held her and all that kind of stuff. And so. Well,
that's funny because I did tell her I was so proud of her for not coming home. Coming back with a puppy. She never told me that she didn't go in. Now I know the truth. Now I know the whole story.
Yes, you do.
Yep.
But her heart, she has that soft heart. And she
Yep.
I don't know if you remember any of the butter, getting Princess Buttercup. That was awful. I mean, we were talking every single day, and she was it took her days to get Peanut to come to her, and it was a lot. It was really awful.
Yeah,
it was really awful. But she got her, and she's had her ever since.
Yep. That's a
good.
So happy.
That's a good relationship there too.
Yeah,
that's a great
really
is.
We were so glad when she, that really got her through COVID. Helped. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I do remember her going through that and thinking, "Oh dear God, if she does not get this dog to come."
I know. I was concerned.
I don't know what's going to happen.
I know. I was kind of concerned.
And she had been through so many losses previous to that. But they're perfect for one another.
They are definitely.
Princess Peanut Butter Cup.
Yeah,
she's so pretty.
I gave some more pictures. We can tell some more. I can tell a couple of Jeff and Andrea stories now. If Bill puts up picture, let's see, 9. Okay. You know which one this is? Because I couldn't remember. Is it the Sioux? Yeah, they are definitely talking about somebody. I was not. I don't know who took. I did not take that picture. I did not take that picture.
I don't remember who did take that picture.
I found it online.
Andrea and I have had a lot of conversations while sitting at the table. Some years.
I wonder, was it Allie Cotton? Her name's not on it though. So
her name's not on it, and it's not professional. It was. I stole. I go and I snitch everybody's pictures after an event.
Oh, that's good to know.
Well, I do because Andrea doesn't get to see them, and so I kind of
we take as many pictures as we can, but then we go to all the friends that have been there and are taking pictures, and we get pictures from them as well, and share them so that we try to cover all the pictures we can cover. And things, and there's so many great people that we've met and that take pictures. They don't mind sharing the pictures, and we we do the same if we've got something, and because that's along with sitting at the table, that's one of the things that I do is I take pictures of Andrea with the people, and then Lyn also does when she's at the table.
See, he's making it sound like I'm never around. I'm sitting here going, what do I do? Maybe I don't do anything. He's driving, he's picking her up, he's doing this and that. Maybe I don't do anything. Maybe
I give him credit. He does do a lot.
He does a ton. Oh my gosh. No, he does a ton. Yeah. If Bill puts up picture number 10, these two, I did take this one.
They look like they're up to something.
This is in Ohio, and Ohio State Reformatory. That was the first year we went to Parapsychon, and yeah, what a trip that was. The water main blew in the hotel. We had no water. It was such a nightmare. This is like this nightmare trip, but it had so much. We had so much fun. There's a big puddle in front of the table. It was just one of those.
When it rains down there, there's a little bit of leakage and stuff. So. But that, you know, just all these different ones that we went to have just been remarkable to be at, and you know, like I said, meeting people and seeing things and all that kind of stuff. But you know, we've always, and I don't know how else to say it. We've always, you know, been there to put Andrea first so that she can do what she needs to do, and we'll take care of the rest.
Yep.
And bless you for that.
Thanks.
Just like I said, there's so many people. You know, we all need Andrea.
Oh yes.
We all need a little Andrea in our life.
Yes, we do.
No matter what. You know, I can say this last Michigan UFO contact, I did some pouting because, you know, I just love Andrea so much. And I was so excited because last year, it was right after she was diagnosed and starting chemo and all of that. So she couldn't come. So this year, everybody had to have time with her.
Yeah.
And I told her, you know, I stood back and, you know, you have to be okay with it because they missed her. We did get to see her in the spring, you know, at the weekend retreat here at the lakeside. But yeah, I pouted because I gave up my time.
So, I didn't see you. You were so busy. It went by super fast. Number one,
it did.
It was a little more condensed time for Andrea. You know, she wasn't there quite as long as, you know, what she might have been. But yeah, it was just a busy weekend.
It was. It was. But, you know, typically we'll sneak away and go spend a little time in the room and just get some alone, you know, talking time, sister time, whatever. And we just didn't even get to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there just didn't seem to be any time this time.
Yeah, and we had to give Andrea time to do some recuperation too.
Had to build in that rest time. But it was fine. I mean, she got to see everybody. You know, she did her presentation. I think she did a panel.
She rocked it.
Yep, she did. It was just kind of a busy kind of time. But
well, you know, and I do have to say, she spent the evenings opening Third Eyes.
Yeah.
She was so interactive with people and kissing people. Oh my God, just loving and hugging and kissing and opening Third Eyes. And she was fabulous. But she spent hours, literally, both nights doing this. And her talk was fantastic. She was a shining star through that whole weekend. And went home, and 2 days later was diagnosed with all of these brain tumors.
Yeah.
So, you know, talk about a warrior. Talk about a strong, convinced woman that, you know, we've got this. And she'll tell you, I'm not afraid.
No, she's not.
She tells it every day to get the F out of her body.
My big, fat, fluffy temple.
Yeah.
Get out of my big, fat.
She's so determined.
Yes, she is.
So if anybody has any doubts about that, think about that weekend at Michigan UFO Contact. Here she is, doing chemo for a year and everything else, and she does have many tumors, or did have, and then all these brain tumors that we didn't even know about.
Yeah, we didn't.
And she still rocked that weekend.
She did.
She's my hero. There is no doubt. One of my very best friends, of course, but also my hero. She just blows me away. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm loving these stories. Do we have more?
I'm trying to think. Oh yes, the next one, number 11. They're wearing tiaras.
There, Ken.
They're wearing tiaras.
Yep. Everybody had them on up there, and
so he put mine on.
She was kind of harassing me and didn't think I would do it, and I did it, and we took pictures, and so
I think Melissa Black wasn't Melissa there. Yeah, Melissa Blackman was there too.
Yeah,
she was around.
We were just everybody was wearing them and stuff and different things. So, yeah,
too funny.
That is funny.
I'll
do anything.
I know.
Why we love her.
Last picture. Yeah, this picture Andrea took in 2019, right? Yeah. This is Pontiac. This is
a one time.
Oh, that was a one time. Who did it?
I don't remember who sponsored it, but it was in the
was
Pontiac.
It Heather? I think it might have been Heather Dye.
Yeah.
It was before Midwest. She did something in Pontiac.
Yeah, they live in that area. That's where I was born, actually.
Oh, okay.
And Andrea took that picture because I was sitting there and stuff, but she took the picture, and then we realized about the light shining down.
There's no light. And
that was a pretty dark area at the time. And there's this big beam of light in that photograph. And the windows, the way the beam of light's coming in is from a different direction than where the windows are at. And it really wasn't sunshiny outside. And so there's this big beam of light coming from somewhere. We just, so we had conversations about that and things. So
yeah, that explained why when I saw it, I wanted to say, "Beam me up, Scotty."
Yeah, beam me up. That's that's like her favorite. One of her favorite pictures is because, she took it and it wasn't just kind of a thing.
Yeah,
she probably talked him into doing that.
Probably.
He does have a little connection,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would not surprise me.
She probably had him scanning me, so that she could.
That was the beam.
Could understand.
It was actually a scanner.
Understand,
Right.
Scanner.
Oh, geez. So, what do you guys feel has been Andrea's greatest gift to this whole community?
Oh, the love. I mean, that's got to be greatest. Love, acceptance, because we're all very big allies, and that's really helped me in that area because she's very accepting of everybody and whatever they come with. I came with a lot of baggage too in the beginning. Well, everybody's got baggage, but yeah,
she's got me.
You carry the baggage.
I was going to say, you haul a lot of baggage. I've seen
all the baggage. Me and Andrew.
Oh my God. By the time you get your stuff in, well, I think you guys actually always take Andrea's stuff in first.
Yeah, we usually do.
And it's usually
a lot.
So by the time you get all of that in, you got to be exhausted.
Yep, it's tiring. Plus, we had to get like a car carrier for the top because even with the SUV, we couldn't fit it all. That last year that we were at the Sioux, we sold 13 cases of books.
14
cases of books.
Oh my!
So that's the record.
Wow. It's a lot of books.
Yes, a lot of books. Yeah, and we hauled all of those up there. So,
yeah, and those boxes of books are heavy.
Yeah,
they are.
Yep.
But you got to get them to the people.
And that was just remarkable because we were in the room upstairs, and we were against the back wall, and the lines were from her table all the way out the door.
The whole time. Pretty much the whole time. I was basically feeding her chicken fingers just to get some food into her. Because we couldn't leave the table other than, when I have to take her to the stage and and we're walking. Okay. Getting Andrea Perron anywhere is not an easy task, but to take her through from one room to another on a schedule is almost impossible. So
unless there's no people,
she
has to go to the bathroom, then she'll move.
Yep. So I do this thing where I go, and we're walking, and I have my hand on her back, and I'll just be like, and we got to be on the stage, and we're walking.
Yay! Hey, okay. I was about to say we have another wonderful friend of all of us.
Hi, guys.
Jim Sturgill. Hi, Jim. How the heck are you?
Not too bad, all things considered. How are you guys?
Wonderful. Happy to be here.
Amen.
I'm going to excuse myself for a minute because I got to stand up. So
gotta work those new hips out,
Right.
He's got 2 new hips and I have 2 new eyes.
So you can see how he works the hips, huh?
Yeah, yes. I can see him stand up straight now, which is really nice.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal for sure.
Yeah. He hadn't been standing up straight for probably 5-6 years. So yeah.
Wow. Well, good for him. That's awesome.
Yes, it was great. Yeah,
for sure. So, I just want to say that for everybody listening out there, you're going to meet a lot of people from Michigan.
Yeah.
Because as I said earlier, Michigan really embraced Andrea. We know it.
Amen. Sure.
So, Jim,
absolutely.
I know that you absolutely adore Andrea.
Yes, I do.
I'm so happy that you came here to give that love back to her because,
of course.
Sorry. It was quite a year at Michigan UFO Contact.
Yes.
And I know that Andrea made a difference for you, but I also know that you made a difference for her.
Yeah.
Because we've had some pretty intense phone conversations with her. Just both of us end up in tears. Okay, that's enough. So, Jim.
I'm crying. Remember we talked about that.
Yeah, no crying. No crying. But it's impactful, nonetheless. So when did you and how did you meet Andrea Perron?
Well, thank you for asking, and thanks for having me on, Deb. So Michigan Paracon 2017 was the first one I went back to. I had been going for quite a bit in the early 2010s and had a falling out with some of the folks and took a couple of years off. So that's my first one back. And I saw that Andrea and Papa Perron were going to be there. And of course, like a lot of people, I'd seen the movie, didn't know much of the other story, but I wanted to go ahead and meet them. And right away, I mean, you know how Annie just opens up and welcomes you. And turns out Roger's the same age as my dad, so instant connection there. And I found out that at the time I only knew of one loss in the family. It turns out that she had several that year, but I found out that April passed. And so because Michigan Paracon for me was only about an hour from where I was living at the time, I lived in Sheboygan. I had my car, so I went ahead and just bebopped on over to Walgreens and bought a sympathy card for Andrea and Roger. And I mean, that's just how I am, you know. My heart goes out to somebody that's lost a loved one like that. And I mean, Andrea didn't know what to think. Just this random guy she just met that weekend wanted to drop her sympathy for her and her dad having lost April. I mean, you lose your baby sister. So the following year, when she had done one of her callings, we often like to have her come and call in the galactic family. We exchanged numbers, and so I gotta admit, there's a little bit of starstruck there. Not every day you think, hey man, I've got the phone number of one of the people that inspired a movie in Hollywood. But it's really not about that with Andrea. She's just a warm, genuine person. I call her my soul sister. And she said, anytime I need her, even with what she's got going on, there's nothing with just sending her a text, giving her a call. She's got me through some tough stuff this year. I'm going through a divorce and a lot of other changes, a lot more positives than negatives. And Annie's been with me through both sides of that and been amazing. And I just, like you said about being at UFO Contact, this year, the timing of it was impeccable. I had gotten tickets before, but had never gone. Well, that was the weekend that I moved out of my house and was on my way to move to where I am now, which is at my mom's in Cincinnati. So I literally was driving through at the same time as Contact, and Annie said she was going to be there. She did a third eye clearing for me that had me just, if I had like any other shirt on, it was just soaked in tears because, she just took so much out of my crown's tingling just talking about it right now. It's just, I'm just thinking back to it right now. Mm-hmm. And just letting me let it go. And it was kind of cute because I had bought a shirt at the Neil Armstrong Museum in Wapakoneta, Ohio. I drive right by there when I go back and forth between Michigan and Cincinnati. And it says it was just a phase. It was about the moon, obviously, Neil Armstrong. And she wanted the shirt. I said, well, Annie, I drive by there all the time. Let me just give you this one. So I legitimately I had another shirt underneath. I just took the shirt off my back and handed it to Andrea. Shirt off my back. That's just how I am, And she said that she told Christine about it. Like, yeah, this guy just took this tear-stained shirt and handed it right to me. And so the love that she gives us all, that she shares with all of us, how could you not want to give some of that back?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
So when you had posted out on Facebook, hey, do you want to come on and show Andrea some love? How could I say no?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So.
And I know you love her, and I know that she loves you.
Yes, 100%.
What happened at UFO Con, I think, even bonded the two of you even more. Not only did you take the shirt off your back, but the whole bonding thing. And Andrea told me that she said something to the effect, whatever is bothering you, whatever is hurting you, give it to me. Give it, just give it to me. Let me take it. And at first I got really upset with her because I'm like, Andrea, with everything you're going through, you can't do that. And she said, oh, honey, don't worry.
She doesn't hold on to it.
I don't hold it. I just,
no.
And I know this because I'm a healer. I do the same work. I know that. But
being an energy healer, we're just the vessel. We're transmuting it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But her friend, her sister, I did freak out a little bit.
Sure.
And then afterwards, it dawned on me that what happened between you was healing for both of you.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
It was so good for you, but it was also so good for her because she is in her happy place when she can help somebody.
Yeah.
And she loves you so much that for her to be able to do something to help you meant the world to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
still does.
It was amazing. Yeah, I know. And I was able to give her a copy of my poetry book too that I was able to personalize for her that weekend. So,
how sweet is that?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful. So your whole journey, do you think that it's been altered by knowing Andrea?
I would say so. I mean, you don't get the full picture of somebody, from whatever the perception is through, popular culture, or even going to some of the cons. And you and I, we both have gotten to know enough of the people at the events so that we have I don't want to say our favorites necessarily, but we have the ones that are more like family when we show up. I mean, you can't see John Zappas and not feel like he's just your crazy uncle, as an example. Jeff Bowling, same way, that's tight like that. So just to be able to have that deeper relationship with Andrea has just been amazing. It kind of renewed some of my faith and even my energy work. I've stalled on my Reiki journey. I'm a level 2 healer, and I've been putting off finishing so that I can move on to master. But I've had people just say, you need to get that done. You already have the energy work of a master. You just need to get the certificate done. So it's like, what am I waiting for? So I do Reiki for Andrea about once a week. She and I texted yesterday and said, I'm gonna have a session for you today. So, but it just
wonderful.
I don't doubt the connections anymore.
Right.
About, I'd say within a week before I came to contact, I was outside at our workstation and I looked up, and when you're a space cadet, which I wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid, you notice when satellites are going by. So I see this fast moving object. I'm like, oh, it's just a satellite, but it stopped. Satellites don't stop.
Mm-mm.
And so I'm like, because of my connection to Andrea, I'm like, oh, it's somebody stopping to say hi to me. So I waved up at them and said hi. And then when we were at the contact, everything that was happening that night, we were almost second guessing ourselves with the things we were seeing, because you didn't want to believe that it was.
Mm-hmm.
So when I look up in the sky, or I've noticed those synchronicities, I don't doubt them anymore. Without getting into too much detail, because I'm still finalizing what's going on in my personal life, Andrea has been encouraging me with synchronicities for a new journey in my life, a new direction. And it's like, when I start to doubt, like, is that really the path I'm supposed to go on? She's like, no, you are on the right path. You're going to keep getting these little reminders, these little nudges that are telling you this is what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't doubt it anymore.
Good. So she's given you that insight and the strength and the courage to do what you need to do for you.
Absolutely. And also to be here for her. I mean, it's, like I said, it's nothing for me to hop on and say. Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We get to give to her for a change. Yeah.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, we all know her well enough to know that her taking care of herself is not a comfortable place for her to be, because she's happiest if she can take care of others.
Right.
So we all need to support and help her with this time.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing here. And I started the show with all that Andrea has given all of us. This is our time to give back. Not only are we giving her that time and saying, you know what, don't worry about doing your show. She didn't want reruns and stuff like that, and I don't blame her. She wants to still have that interaction, but now it's giving back to her.
Yep.
So I really
there must have been a podcast right after Contact, is when Jeff did that meditation. Where you remember he couldn't come that weekend. He got the 2 synchronicities that he told him, 2 different prophetic dreams.
Yeah.
And he did the meditation where he talked about the baptism of Jesus.
Yeah.
And that moment when God acknowledges that he's proud of his son. And I still get chills just thinking about how many of us wish we had that approval.
Right.
And I told her, I said, this show, I mean, that was life-changing for me that day.
Yeah, Jeff, the last 2 or 3 shows have really gotten to me with Jeff. Actually, that same one got to me too. About my son. He's had a difficult year, and it really spoke to me. I had a really good conversation with him after that show about it. Yeah, he's one of a kind. He's an exceptional guy.
Amen.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he really is.
That's another story that everybody needs to hear. And I have pictures for a show with Jeff Turner.
Yeah. So how many shows of Andrea's do you think have somehow altered something in your life? Have there been more than one?
realistically, the one that I listened to the entire one was just that one episode because I happened to be traveling on my way to pick up my son. As he spends half time with me, half time with his mom.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of those. I had 7.5 to 9 hours in the car to go pick him up, depending on bladder control issues and all that lovely stuff, you know, and get to a certain point in life. But I had the time to sit and listen to it, and it was just one of those where I couldn't put it down. I couldn't stop. I had to finish it, and it was just. Mm-hmm. But anytime I have a chance to catch her on another show, or you know, just pick a little bit of wisdom from her from a talk she does. I mean, anytime she's done any kind of talk or panel, I can't give you a number because I always gain something from hearing Andrea speak or being a part of something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Well, I know for myself, you know, I've been on quite a few, but I try to listen to many of her shows, and they're so often, so many times that I think, holy cow, that's exactly what I needed to hear today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's usually something, one of those things, and I know we all do it. I knew that, but I didn't even think of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she just has a way of bringing things back that we happen to need at that time. So that's why I asked that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So you've known her for quite a few years, since you said about 2017.
Yep.
And you've had many interactions.
Yes.
So that means you've had many hugs, probably many kisses.
Yep.
Healings and memories.
Yes.
So, you know, this giving back, thank you for doing this. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any comedy moments with Andrea or anything like that you would like to share?
No, not necessarily comedy, but I know there have been a couple times where I anticipated what coffee and cream she wanted when we were at the Paracons and made sure to bring them the good stuff because, you know, the stuff at the venue wasn't always the choicest beans. So I would go to one of the places I knew in town and grab the good stuff and bring them back for her and for Johnny Zaffis and be like, let's make sure you get the good coffee with the cream you like and line it all up for her. So I don't know if you'd call it comical, but at least it was just accommodating because I knew that was something that just a little touch like that meant something to her that I took the time to do that. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's why you're one of hers. Mm-hmm. And she'll let you know, and she'll let everybody else know you are one of hers. So no doubts there.
Yep.
So I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked Lyn and Jeff. What do you feel is the greatest gift that Andrea has given to the community as a whole?
I would say courage. She's not afraid.
Okay.
She's not afraid of what's going on right now. She's not afraid to speak the truths that she's learned in her life. And so many of us are afraid of our authentic voice. And Andrea's not. And it's really reaffirming that as I am spending this year, one of the things that's been encouraging me is to embrace things that I've wanted to do for a long time and accept that I have a voice that I let myself muffle for so long. And to know that Andrea is an inspiration for that I should be willing to speak my truth and not hide it. So that courage that she has to do so is an example I think we all can learn from.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's powerful. And you're so right. I have to agree with that, don't you guys?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because, you know, if you don't know anything about speaking your truth, spend an hour with Andrea Perron, and you will. Because that is definitely her thing. I give her a ton of credit for that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been times I've said, "Ooh, you're gonna really upset the apple cart." I don't,
can't care.
This is the truth. I have to put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
And bless her for doing it.
Yes,
for sure. For sure. Oh, thank you, Jim. This is, I'm sorry I got a little bit emotional. I promised myself I wasn't going to do that.
For that.
But
why would you apologize for showing your heart? There's no reason to ever apologize.
That's true. Okay,
I'm a man that's taught to be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to do that. as you remember from that episode, how many of us men came out and cried that day?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're afraid to do it as men, but doesn't it take more strength to admit that you're upset or admit to show your emotion than it is to hide it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
So don't ever be apologetic for having a few tears.
Yep.
Well, thank you for that.
Of course.
It means the world to me, because that was it was moving for Andrea, but it was also moving for the rest of us females that, I am not Andrea Perron, but I am the Michigan Paramama. So, and it's because I kind of mother everybody. I love our people and I want to take care of them. And when I see that kind of a weekend with so many people so deeply affected and the males coming to grips with emotions and with love and just that outpouring of love, that's so impactful. It really is. So, it was moving for Andrea, it's moving for me. And Andrea is swearing that come spring, Deb, you're not just doing a mystical weekend. You are doing a mystical men's weekend because we need to celebrate. Yes, ma'am.
I like it.
Whatever Andrea says. But I agree. Even RJ has said for many years, it's so sad that, you look around and because, we have a metaphysical store and our lives are very spiritual, but it's almost all women that come into the store. It's almost all women that are involved in most of these events. So that's opening up now.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm a proud Reiki healer, and I have no qualms about sharing it. So
I love it. I love it. And I'm so proud of you. I really am. You just, when I see one of your videos on Facebook with you sitting there doing healing, yeah, I'm proud. And I can feel it. I can feel the energy. So,
well,
I get to see
I've waited long enough to put one back on there. I keep saying, I'm going to go out and do it today, and I just don't. Well, I'll be back on tomorrow now.
Well, it's time to advance. So, yeah.
I know. You're right.
Stay in contact with me.
I will.
So do you have anything more that you would like to add before we let you off the hook?
I love you, Annie. Thank you for everything, and I'm always pulling for you, and I'm sending you so much love and good energy.
Aww. So before I let you go, I know you said that, and I love it. If there was anything that you could ever say to her that she will hear, what would it be? Would it be what you said, or is there something different?
I don't think that words really express the sentiment that I have in my heart for her. It's so much deeper than the human vocabulary has. I mean, it's beyond that. It's so much more spiritual than that. Yep. So I can never tell her. I could try the rest of my life to come up with it. And I've been told I'm pretty gifted with the written and spoken word, and I still couldn't come up with something that would really tell her how I feel.
Yep.
So I totally get that and respect that. And I know Andrea will absolutely get that, feel it. And when she sees that, she's going to be sobbing anyway. So. As soon as she sees you come on, she's going to be sobbing.
She'll start crying.
She's probably not watching right now, but she will.
Yeah.
She absolutely will.
Yep.
So thank you, Jim. Bless you. Stay in contact.
You guys.
We love you.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks for coming, Jim.
Yes, thank you. He is so sweet.
Yes.
So sweet. And, to be able to tell that story, there's a few men from the weekend who will get a few more on, at least one more that I'm thinking of.
There might be somebody more. Maybe Diana's here.
Oh, is she here?
Maybe
Diana. Oh, Diana is here.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes. Hi,
Yes.
Diana.
Okay, yay.
How are you?
So let me turn my phone off. There we go. I'm good. I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
We're wonderful. So good to see you. Yes.
Good to see you.
Yes. Well, we're taking over for Andrea right now, just for a little while, so she can focus finally on herself.
Yep.
Because she needs to.
Mm-hmm.
And if she doesn't get a little pushing to do that, she won't. So.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, Diana, how did you meet Andrea Perron?
So I recently met her, only in 2023. So, of course, I watched the Conjuring, movie, and then started, seeing on YouTube, these interviews with her. I'm like, oh, she was the oldest daughter of the Perron family. Okay, I'm going to watch this. And then saw that she's going to be at OSR, and I live in Dayton, Ohio. And I'm like, oh, I'm going. And I told my parents, I said, you guys, if you want to go with me, you can. If not, I don't care. I'm going and meeting Andrea. And it was almost like this conviction that I had that I needed to go up there. And I had already read the first book and brought it with me. And my parents went and we got to see her speak. I said, I don't care about any of the other speakers, although, a lot of them, we recognized on TV and stuff like that. But my main focus was to see Andrea and to meet her face to face, because reading that book and even just watching her interviews, it felt like this deep connection. Like it was the sister I never had. And when I went up to the table, I, bought the other two books from Lyn and Bill. Or Lyn, my mom's name's Lyn and Bill.
Okay.
Lyn and Jeff.
Anything.
Which is funny because my aunt calls my mom Lynny as well. So she looked at me when Andrea said to Lynny something, and I was like, oh, Mom, there's another Lynny out there.
See, what's funny is that was my childhood nickname was Lynny the Pooh.
Yeah.
And nobody ever called me that. And then Andrea started calling me Lynny, like almost immediately. Yeah. And so that came back.
I think it's like an East Coast thing because my aunts, they're from Maine and my mom's family's from Maine. So they always gave everybody nicknames.
Yeah.
Growing up. So
I've been Lynny since she's been talking to me. So
yeah.
That makes sense. East Coast thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And it was interesting because she grabbed my book to sign, the first book, and she's like, this has been deeply loved and you've been diving deep into this. And I'm like, how does she know? And it was like love at first sight for me. This deep connection. And then there was a line, and I was like, Mom, we got to get out of here, because so she signed the other two books, and she signed different things in each book, which I thought was amazing.
Yeah.
And I just love that. Me and my mom were just talking about that the other day too. And so my dad goes up to her, and he's lost everybody on his side of the family. And he starts crying, talking to her. And she's like, it's okay. And me and my mom were like down the aisle, I think it was like Eastern Cell Block or whatever. And I was like, where's Dad? And I turn around and she's like, oh, he's crying. I'm like,
oh, that happens all the time.
We gotta go rescue Andrea. She's got a line. Everybody's got to, talk to her.
That's
so, yeah. And then, and he was fine. He's like, I just got so emotional because it's been rough for him, because he's the last one. And so anyway, kind of moving forward, I just found, the other, like Buttercup Brigade and all of, these channels, and then, all the interviews that she was doing. So I was, really kind of deep diving into all of the different interviews and stuff. And like Jim was saying earlier, he was getting things too, like in all the different, interviews. And the same thing with me. Like I would, like even just recently, she was talking about the little baby chick in the egg. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it's so true. I mean, but, and you could take little pieces of that wisdom in every interview, every speaking engagement that she does. And it's just phenomenal. And it hits you right here. So then I went to Toledo and saw her again. I bought the VIP ticket for the dinner. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, that was right before. I think that was her last trip.
I remember you at Ohio.
Yep.
I didn't know that you'd come to Midwest. So cool. That was a great event.
Yeah.
Were you at the one where we lost power? Or were you the other year?
This was in 24. So this was right before he stopped traveling.
It was our, I think it was our last,
And I met John Tenney and Jessica.
Jessica, they were behind us. Yep. Oh, right, because that's when we were in that big building and Heather and Heather and Chad got married.
Yeah, Heather and Chad got married.
Yep.
That was last year.
And I got in Toledo that night, but I was like, and I saw the the post, everybody come out, and I'm like, no, I don't know anybody, because I travel by myself a lot, and I'm like, no, I'll just stay at the hotel. And I hit a couple things in Toledo, got the chili dog or whatever. Well, I can't even remember what the name of it is, but and then I just went back to the hotel. Then I saw the post. I'm like, dang, I should have went.
You should have.
I'm like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that
anymore. You are fully out there. You are very brave in coming to events by yourself, because once you get there, you're not alone.
Yep.
Right.
So.
And we're all happy to see you.
Yes, we are. So,
yes, and I'm so happy to see you guys every time I see you. And it's funny. One funny piece during that VIP dinner, met a few people that are now friends on Facebook, with me, and it's great, keeping keeping those interactions up. And Tim Shaw, so that was the first time I met Tim Shaw too.
Okay.
I didn't know who he was, right? Like I'm so new to this, this realm of this new world for me. And I'm like, hey, but he walks by and he's joking with her at the table, at the dinner table, right? Because it was the dinner. And she grabs him and plants a kiss right on his lips. And I'm like, holy shit.
Andrea.
And she's
That's
like,
our Annie.
And she goes, oh, well, I know his wife. It's fine.
She's kissed Jeff in front of me. She calls him her paranormal husband. I'm like, yeah, I'll share. I don't care.
Yeah. But it was just, it was so fun. And then she did that was the first like galactic event I did with her after the dinner. We all went outside in front of the brewery. And it was just like, these lights were just popping up, just like at Michigan UFO Contact. And that was my first experience. And I was showing her pictures and she's like, yep. And I was like, oh my God. And it was just, for me, my background, all I've known is military, right? I think we counted 15 family members that have been in the military. So I've been born into it, and that's all I've ever known. But until I've met her, this whole other world has opened up for me. And I'm extremely blessed. And I know it's divine intervention, right? I know that it is. And I've got to meet you guys and have become friends with you guys, and I adore you. And it's thank you. And my heart is full, and that's what she's given to me. And the fact that, she's welcomed me into her, into her life too. And she just loves Riley, he's laying on the bed, but, and she just, just her love of animals. And there's so many different connections that I have with her. It's just astounding. And, just, I can't even explain everything. but it's just fantastic. And then in UFO Contact, I didn't even get a damn selfie with her, and I'm like, oh. But she sat next to me when she was, before everybody else was speaking, and she was sitting next to me, and I was like, okay, well, I'm at least, sitting next to her and sharing her space with her. And that's probably the most important thing, right?
Mm-hmm. And
then I got this buzzing in the back of my head. And I'm like, okay, that's never happened before. What the hell is that? And I'm like, I'm getting a buzz. And she just kind of smirked at me. And I'm like, but what the hell is this? And it only lasted like, I don't know, 7 seconds, and then it was gone, and I never felt it again. But she said that, and nobody's ever said this to me before, but she said, I can see a glow around you, and you have something that's like right here shining beside you, like up here. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is that? So yeah, just all the different things that she's brought into my life, I'm extremely grateful. And, I support her 100%. I support her resting, recuperating.
Yeah.
She needs all of that. And I'm so glad that you guys did this. And, I'm sure there's a lot more people that are going to be on sharing their experience as well. And then she can sit and relax and just watch.
Yep. That's the plan.
Yep. And not have to participate and expend that energy when her, she needs that energy for herself. So.
Yes, we need to give her the energy now.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea here.
Yeah.
Is, we now have this opportunity to give her just a little bit of what she has put out for so many years. And right now she needs this. She did go through her radiation, and that, seemed to be pretty successful. That part is done. She has now started more chemo. I'm not going to get into everything because it's not my story, but I just want people to know that she's taking these steps that are healing her. Yeah. And she now needs us. Yeah. And all of us have, we have this great love for her, and we have I just want to do something back for you. So now is our opportunity to be able to do that. Yep. She doesn't have to stress about, even though she's great and, she doesn't worry about her shows, but it's something that she has to focus on. So now she can take that time that she would worry about that and rest. She so greatly needs it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So Diana, what is the most impactful thing that Andrea has ever said to you?
You can go.
No, I'm okay.
Is there one thing that stands out that you went, wow, life-changing?
You are loved.
Yep. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. So she said it in a way that you knew it's true. Right?
Yeah.
She has a way of doing that. Because,
and then I needed to hear it. Yeah.
So I'm glad that you did hear it. It's not always an easy thing to hear.
It's not.
Or
it's isn't.
It's a hard thing to believe.
To believe it.
When Andrea's love is so true, so pure, that you can't not believe it when she tells you that.
Yeah. And when we were up at the April event for our, I wouldn't say just ladies event because there were some guys
there.
The mystical retreat.
The mystical retreat. When she hugged me and she said, just release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just let it go.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Did she do a third eye opening on you?
She did. She when did she do that? Yeah, she did it then.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
in April.
In April. Yep. Yep.
I thought so.
Yeah. And that's when she, she hugged me and the tears started flowing, and yeah. But I didn't, there's so many people that just like gravitate to her right away, like when she walks into the room. And I've never been that type of person that like just kind of bombards, so I just kind of held back. And then when the line got pretty much dead, then I went up to her. And I know she was exhausted, and she's like, "Come here." Yeah. Yeah. And the one thing too that has opened my eyes is the galactic family. Right? Because, working at Right Pat here in Ohio, we all know the stories, right?
Yeah.
And nobody talks about it. There's not.
It's so weird to me.
I know.
So weird.
I know. And I'm like, so now after all these years, because I've been working up here 25 years now, and hearing all this stuff, I'm like, why do we have a UFO conference here? Why are we, especially in Dayton, Ohio, right? The birthplace of aviation and all that stuff. Why isn't anything done? It's like almost taboo. I will say they did like a small little event in one of the small towns recently this past year. I was going to check it out, but I was like, nah. Because I knew we were going up to Michigan for the UFO contact. So I was like, I don't, I'm like, yeah, it's probably a little small one. I'll, keep my energy for the big one, But yeah, it's just really weird. So when she talked about it in some of her videos, as I was, getting more, to know her, just through the videos and before I met her, that always popped up, and I was like, my parents had an event when they lived in New Mexico years ago, back in the 70s. I've personally never had an event. I thought I did, and it was friggin' Starlink, and I'm like, damn it. Like,
that gets a lot of people. A lot of people do that. Yeah.
And I even stopped off of I-70, which is, I was coming from Columbus, and I was on the phone with my mom. I'm like, Mom, I don't know what this is. This is crazy. I got off of I-70 on the shoulder, got out of my car, and it was gone. And then I'm researching, right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess that was Starlink. I was so bummed out. Like, dang it, that's not even fun. But every night when I take the dogs out, or even early in the morning, like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and it's the night sky just, balloons up for me. And I always say, hello, galactic family. I hope you can see me. And I do that every time now, because she's opened that part of my world to me as well.
I always tell people, just put your intention, just let them know your intention. Just talk to them. Let them know your intention. They might surprise you.
They're there. And I do have to tell you, Diane, if your parents had something happen, it's likely that possibly since you have that draw, that something has happened. It's so common for people to not have a memory of it.
Yeah.
Mary Bassett has told many stories, and myself too. I've done past life regressions for years, and Mary does regressions for MUFON and other things. And it's so often that you'll start to regress somebody for something totally different, and some sort of an experience comes up.
Oh.
Okay.
So
yeah.
And they had no idea, no memory of it, no idea it had ever happened. So
I have a dream, and I was talking to, is it Adam? He was at Oatmeal.
Yeah.
Adam, yeah.
Yeah, he does the dream interpretations.
He spoke on dreams,
Yep. So I'm going to reach out to him and do my dream journal, because there is one dream that I remember to this day, and I've only had it once. And we were living in Michigan, over in Oscoda, and I was like 8 or 9 years old. Yeah, at Wordsmith Air Force Base.
A lot of sightings.
I know,
Just
but
saying.
there's a bad dream that I still remember to this day. That's very vivid, and it's with an alien. And nothing's ever happened. I've never dreamed about it again. So I'm gonna write all that information down for him, and we're gonna discuss it. Yeah, and then I'm gonna tag Mary and say, hey, can we do something about this regression?
Oh yeah, Mary, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I happen to know another regressionist too, if she's busy.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, because of Andrea, that all of that, you know, between the paranormal and the UFO galactic family, I mean, and all the connections that I've made, it, like I said, it's just opened a whole new world for me, and I'm deeply grateful for everything, and I adore her. I love her feminist chick attitude. I love her bad mouth, because I have a bad mouth too. Yeah. And I try to curb it, but it's difficult, but being as strong as she is and fighting the good fight and sharing the love and that energy is just astounding. Yeah.
She is one of the most determined, strong, warrior, badass women I've ever known in my life.
Yeah.
With the softest heart.
Yeah.
And that, that's so rare. So rare to find that.
It absolutely is. And I wanted to say one last thing with the trilogy books. Once I got to the last book, I really felt that it was a love story to Miss Carolyn.
Yeah.
I felt that it turned into this love story and showing just how resilient her mom was as well. Really just touched me. And I was bawling my eyes out towards the end of that book, because it just, you could feel it in there. So, yeah.
A lot of people, especially, I've been getting a lot of messages and comments about why is Andrea trying to save the farm? Why does Andrea, why does she love that farm so much if all those bad things happened? And I just say to people, read the title of the book, House of Darkness, House of Light. And I think that pretty much gives you an idea. It was the best of times and worst of times.
Yeah, absolutely.
People also don't know or don't remember that they lived there an awfully lot longer than what the movie showed.
Oh yeah.
And and there's, there was just a lot to it, but I've been getting a lot of those comments again. It's like, why is she doing this? Why would she want it if it was so awful? And it's like, it can't be explained in a few words.
Right.
It took her 3 books. It took her 3 books to explain it.
3 books to explain it. But as she always talks about is, she explained that the things that happened to some of the other people in the family are not the things that happened to her.
Sure.
Right.
She had good things that happened to her. And that's what she remembers. And she, some of the spirits I believe she's friends with and everything. And it's just, if you've got a life that you've lived at a certain place and you feel comfortable there and everything, you try to do everything you can for it.
She feels that's where she feels at home.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is where she had her first galactic experience.
Yes, it is.
And first paranormal.
And
but when a family goes through all of that, what does that do? That just creates that strong bond.
Yeah.
So that makes sense that they would have those very loving, close memories of being in that home, because they had to bond to get through everything that they got through. They did go through a lot of trauma.
Sure.
They did.
There was also the good.
Right.
So, Lenny, do you think a lot of people that make those comments only have watched the movie and never have read the books.
Yep.
Then. That's
they
what
don't
I thought too.
at all. I can always tell when somebody knows her and when somebody doesn't by what they say.
Right.
And yeah, it's a lot of people that don't know her, and just I have to dispel, not as much as I used to. When I first started working with her, I had to dispel myths all the time.
Yeah.
That really calmed down, but this has really brought her a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm.
Because I brought her back out a little bit more with her, and then she's gone on a couple other shows and stuff, talking about Jason. So she's been, just getting a lot more stuff, but I can always, I can tell.
Yeah.
And I just tell them, I explain, this is why this is the name of the book, and this is why, because not everything is good, not everything is bad.
Right. And just like Jeff was saying, it's based on your experience.
Mm-hmm.
You may have a good experience or you may have a bad experience. Everybody's different.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, unfortunately, think that the farmhouse is full of demons. And Andrea doesn't believe in demons.
No.
Right.
And that is one thing I've really had to talk to people about, because since this has all come back up, because there's a lot of people that were saying some really off the wall stuff, and I'm like, no, she believes in energy, and energy can be good and bad, and that's what she believes in. She does not believe in demons and all that stuff.
Yep.
Well, and Andrea's not only an empath with the living.
Yeah.
She also has a connection and is an empath with the dead. So that being said, she does care, and she doesn't believe in demons. So she's going to see them as wounded spirits.
Yep.
People who need understanding and patience and love, all the things that we all need. And she's going to provide that. And that's what she's doing. And in a lot of ways, I think this whole thing with the farm has been a true blessing, because that passion to save the farm for her family.
It's given her some energy.
Yeah, it's given her energy. It's given her purpose, and it's keeping that badass fight going.
Yep, it is.
So
yeah, she's laser focused on it. So that's what's driving her. And
so that's what we're gonna do. I mean, we're headed that way.
It's going well.
It's going well.
64% now.
Awesome. Yeah, that one we did the galactic thing with the other guy. I won't mention his name, but they were talking about the farmhouse, and she asked everybody, would you, have you gone? And some people, said, yeah, they've gone and visited the farmhouse. And I said, I've never gone yet. I would love to. I said, but I'm a little nervous. And she goes, don't be. She goes, if I invite you, and this was only after I'd met her once. And she said, if I invite you, will you go with me? And I said, yes. And I told my mom and dad, they were like all ecstatic, like, oh my God, she invited you to go to the farmhouse with her. And I said, yeah. I said, I think I'll go.
I'm looking forward to it. I have not been there yet.
Me either.
Oh, you haven't you guys haven't either? Okay.
No. So I see road trip coming for us.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
hey,
we're going.
Jeff is an excellent driver.
Yes. And if Jason if Jason
that's right.
Yeah. If Jason thinks that I am not going to be there like on day one, I mean, I know,
right? Yeah.
About this place, I have been, it's been part of my life for so long now that I'm like, I have to.
Right.
So if you guys wanted to meet in Dayton, drive down to Dayton.
Yep, we'll come down and pick you up.
Yep. Stay the night if you want. I've got a nice house, plenty of space, and then we head out to Rhode Island the next day.
Yep. There you go.
We'll head out together.
Yep.
Yes.
Road trip.
Yep, road trip.
We have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have family in Loveland, Ohio.
Okay. Yeah, that's just down the road.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Bill has a plan too. I missed the 5-minute
Well,
warning, so
oh,
now
oh,
we're
we
at
did?
3 minutes.
No,
Oh my god!
whatever.
Wow.
Sorry.
But,
Yeah, it's all
yeah,
good.
whatever.
Love you, Bill.
Yeah.
Andrew would be cussing me out. I'm not gonna.
We'll be
But-
nicer than Andrea is with the atomic clock.
Okay. I
He's
have
just so darn truthful. I love it. But seriously, thank you, Diana, for
Yes,
coming
thank you.
on and sharing.
Thank
your
you.
love. Continue sending love to her.
Yep.
Mhm.
We appreciate you. We love you.
I love you too, guys.
Yeah. Thank you for being
And thanks
on
for
with us.
having me on. I really am
Oh,
grateful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to do that right away as soon as we can.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And there couldn't be a soul school tonight, so
Yep.
we had the time. It worked
Yep,
out
we did.
perfectly.
Worked out.
Divine intervention again.
Yes, never.
Oh, jeez. Well, gal, everybody, you know,
Okay.
just
I'll see you
have
guys later.
Thank
Yes.
you all for being
Yeah.
here. We're coming to
Should
an
we-
end of our gathering.
Yeah. Should we? So I know other people. We'll be contacting people for next week.
Yeah, I've already contacted some people and got some things going, and
Okay, great.
people can contact us. And
Yep.
yeah,
Send me a message if you want to.
we
if
will
you want
keep
to
doing this probably at least through December.
Sure.
Maybe more, depends on how long Andrea needs. And
Mhm.
she might sit back and go, you know what? This is kind of nice.
Let them
I
do
might
all the
take a
work.
break a little longer. Yeah. And we're fine with that.
Yeah, we're fine with that. Okay.
Yeah. So you guys, thank you for
Thank you.
carrying this together, and it's been wonderful. Everybody out there, thank you, Andrea. We hope you can find this
Yeah.
wave of love surrounding you, and help it comfort and strengthen you.
Yes.
All of us will continue sending love and light and healing and tenderness and everything we can. Thank you for all you've done, Andrea.
Mm.
You made this community, and this,
Yeah.
people,
Yep.
is what community looks like.
Mhm.
Okay. So everybody take care. Bless you. Be the change that you want to see in the world,
There you go.
and be the light that you seek.
That's right.
Night, everybody. We love
Night.
you.
Yeah.